What's up, my good people, and welcome back into the Bully Ball Show on Sparks TV. I'm your host, Nino Sparks Sedan, aka the Mid Range Bully. Before we get started, make sure you tap that like and subscribe button. Stay tapped in. Let's get it. We're going to give you our breakdown prediction for the finals. We made it. This time we're gonna do it before game one. I've been giving it to you after game one, but I'm gonna roll with the Celtics in seven. I think they can get it done in six, but wait, it's probably better for ratings if it goes seven. So let's say it's gonna go seven. Yeah, I'm gonna ride it out with the Celtics, man. I just think the youth, the athleticism, it's a combination of all the things, the defense that they've been playing, and they've had a harder road to the playoffs. To the finals. You look at the teams that they had to get through, man. To have the Nets in the first round. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. Everybody was picking them to basically gentlemen sweep the Celtics. And shit for them to play their way into the second seed when they could have, dropped down to get that third seed to try to avoid the Nets. And they wanted to smoke, man. They took them, and they did their thing and they bounced them. When it came to the Milwaukee Bucks, in the second round, everybody was picking the defending champs, and they made short work of them. Just the way they've been defending. And like I said, time and time again, Jason Tatum is the best player in the playoffs, and I think she gonna show it again. I do think they do have a tendency to go cold for whatever reason. They're top heavy when it comes to the offense. Like I said, I do still want to call them a big three with Marcus Smart. With the way he defends or whatever. But if you look at it, he's kind of like Jimmy Butler, where he'll give you a game that's great defensively, but not great offensively, and then he'll give you a game where it's kind of, a little better of a balance. But all in all, I do think they have the better team collectively. I think they've gelled, they've been there, they've been together for long enough, and they've been consistent. The Celtics, they've been consistent with making the conference finals, making the playoffs, and making runs in the playoffs. So I'm gonna ride it out with them. Celtics in seven. I do like the way Golden State, the way they play collectively. I do think on their end, the best thing for them to do is to not fuck around. I think they got to go straight. They probably not going to do it in the first game just out of pride, but you're going to see them gravitate to that death lineup a lot sooner, which is Draymond at the 5, Wiggins Clay at the 4, because now they hiding Clay. Clay at the 4, Wiggins at the 3, then you got Curry, and then you got Poole at the point guard. And they usually play Curry at the 2 because, he gets doubled damn near every time he picks up the ball. So they'll probably have Poole bringing it up the court. They'll have Draymond bringing it up the court as they usually do, initiating the offense. But yeah, man, look for Curry to go off. Shit. I actually think their death lineup kind of favors the Celtics in a way, because if you look at the lineup that they could switch out there, if the Warriors try to get them to pull Al Horford out, if they try to get them to pull Robin Williams out, who actually moves his feet pretty well for a big. They can run with Al Horford at the 5. They can play what's his name, Grant. I think it's Grant Williams. They can play him at the 4. Marcus Smart at the 3, and then you got JB and Jason Tatum at the 2 and the 1. As your backcourt. That matchup kind of favors them because their size at every position. And shit, if they go big, they have Robin Williams, they have Al Horford, they got Tice, even Peyton Pritchard's, got long arms, so I really just think collectively they got the better team, man, and we're gonna see it play out. Like I said, the Celtics, they got that tendency to go cold, in about 2. It's like they give you one good game and then the next game they kind of, a little, it's like they tired themselves out or something, but it's gradually going, I would say, after by game 3, that's when they're gonna find their stride and they ain't gonna look back. But on the Warriors end, you got the experience. You've been to 5 or 6 finals. Um, you won 3 of them. You know, y'all, the time is now. Because I don't think they'll ever trade their big 3 with as far as Dre, Clay, and Steph. But if they can't get it done, they're gonna start looking at them young dudes like these are the guys that potentially we can put in a trade package. I hate to see that with Andrew Wiggins. He didn't seem like found a home, but yeah, like I said, the day and age of just staying packed and riding it out 2 or 3 years, like those days are done. It's now teams they looking to win now. The windows are a lot shorter. Players are willing to move to different places to try to win. It's gonna be interesting to see how the Warriors play it. Do they? I think out of pride they're gonna run with their usual lineup with Looney at the 5, but I just can't see a scenario where the Boston Celtics, where they're better than the Boston Celtics for 4 games. And as a Laker fan, I really don't care to see either one of these guys win a championship. But if anybody's going to get one, might as well be the young dudes. Might as well be the Boston Celtics. They did it the right way. These are 2 teams that you can look at and say they really did it the right way. All the players, on the Celtics, pretty much they drafted Marcus Smart. They drafted Williams. They drafted Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and they never succumb to the pressure of splitting them 2 dudes up. Everybody said, including me, thought I still think that those 2 eventually need their own team, but yeah, man, they drafted right. They did everything they were supposed to do right. And then you look at the Warriors and they did the same thing. They drafted they big 3. They drafted Poole. They drafted did they draft Looney? I think they drafted Looney. But they traded for Wiggins. Everybody, I was kind of skeptical on the Wiggins trade, because it's like you got Clay there, but shit, it made sense, further down the line. They got Kaminga, they still got what's his name, the second pick. Doesn't matter, because he's not playing, but yeah, man, just it's nice to see 2 teams that drafted well, because you look at the Brooklyn Nets, they just trying to stockpile, superstars and old veteran stars, all just pile up on one team and try to win a ring, and you see that the shit didn't work. They got gentlemen swept. So yeah, this is gonna be great for basketball. It's gonna be great to watch. I'm gonna roll with the Celtics. Y'all let me know, who y'all got and why, and let me know who do y'all think is gonna make adjustments first. Do you think? I think both teams they gonna come out, how they usually come out, and whoever gets hit in the mouth first is gonna be forced to make the adjustments. I could see it being the Warriors, but on the other end, does that experience play a part? Do these young dudes on the Boston Celtics, do they come in, riding on this high of winning the Eastern Conference Finals? Do they come in there and get blown out? Like I said, there's going to be a game or 2 with the Warriors. They're going to blow the motherfuckers out the gym. They just going to be shooting from all angles. It's going to be a pool party, Jordan Poole. Now's your time to arrive, because shit, if you don't show up now, like I said, they're going to put you in a trade package play. I'm just keeping it real. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch tonight. Shit, this game can go either or, so I'm not gonna pick game 1. But like I said, man, I'm rolling with Boston in 7, y'all. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all later.